Texas State and the things that happen here don't just affect us, they affect the community at large. My name is Kara Daughtery, and I'm a public relations intern for Texas State's Office of Sustainability. Such a rewarding job to have, to know that I'm making a difference not just on campus but out in the city of San Marcos, and then also like for the planet at large. We have the city in mind as a whole, just because the impacts of this university has impacts on the whole city. Like for example, we sit on the Edwards Aquifer recharge zone, so when we're thinking about new buildings like the new residence hall that's being built, we have to keep in mind sustainability in designs like that, or even in initiatives. So we have like our anti-litter campaign, which is called My Texas State, My Home, A Cleaner Campus Starts Here, because the effects of this campus go out into the city.
Now, sustainability is going to be a journey. It's not going to be overnight. Our habits that we have and the world that we live in is to consume more and more. 80% of our clothes end up in a landfill, and the women who sew our clothes are not paid fair wages. If you stop and think about that, it kind of hits you in the gut.
Sustainability is important to me because, for me, it is the ethical thing to do. My role within the Office of Sustainability, I'm the educational outreach intern at the Office of Sustainability. My role can be summed up as the informational bridge to the student body. This is our home, and as stewards of this community, we have responsibility to it. We must engage in stewardship and reciprocity towards it. If we become ungrateful, we are doomed to destroy it. I sometimes think of how our perception of time is skewed in a sense due to our inability to think like trees. As we can only really comprehend time on the scales of a human's life, so it's like we think of life in only like 70 years, but there are so many things outside of that span that we don't think about. And so that short-sightedness just has negative impacts if we don't address them.
When we have new students that come in, students from all across the state, all across the country, and even internationally, everybody doesn't come in with that background in sustainability and why it's important. So I think when we are crafting these different initiatives, we keep that in mind. A lot of us just noticed that near the headwaters of the springs, which is by like the Kirby Lane area, where the dam is and where the fall is, that there's been a lot of people, like families specifically, that come, bring their grills, they dump their hot coals on the ground after a lot of litter is left, and we just realized that that's a big problem, and so we need more people to be aware of the sensitive area that they're at.
In our current society, our impact will have effects that will be felt for millenniums. And if we don't take action now to become more sustainable, those to come will suffer from our inaction. And I don't want to disappoint those to come, so I'm taking these actions now.
It's so nice to see that it doesn't have to be like one person tackling an issue like this alone. It's not just a Texas State issue, it's a citywide issue. So that's been really fun to collaborate with them on that.
Doing good that you won't feel. So it's like improving the world that you will not live